Here we have my graphical settings. These are the ones that I rock when I'm in VR, where I put the vegetation density and the rendering distance to the minimum because I find that's the sweet spot for virtual reality. Most of the settings are ultra or max when I am not in VR. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome again to another video in Explain 12. Today we're going to be doing a full flight from Miami to Atlanta in the Turbulence A320 Neo in virtual reality. And man, I was surprised. This is my first VR flight in an airliner in Explain 12. And I was pleasantly surprised at how good this looks in VR. You'll see here, at times, this stuff looks photorealistic. Just wait till we are at the end of the ramp, and then we're having like a wider view of like the ramp and all those airplanes in the ramp. It just feels like you are present in the airport in real life. It's just crazy. And comparing this with VR in Microsoft Flight Sim, I think we all know Microsoft Flight Sim has the edge as far as visuals is concerned. But there is something that I cannot get my finger on in Microsoft Flight Sim that just doesn't make it feel real. I'm not sure if it's just the graphics or the way that everything in the world is rendered. I'm not sure. Maybe it's because it is cartoonish looking at times. I'm not sure. Explain, we know that from a graphical standpoint, it doesn't stand a chance against Microsoft Flight Sim. But I'm not sure, guys. This thing right here, take a look. This just feels real. Like, take a look at the environment, the airport outside. It just feels spatial somehow. Look at this beauty.
Okay, we'll let you know we're cleared in for Southwest 1608.
Now, there's one gotcha though. The fix that the developers of Explain put in for the dark cockpits, it looks like it doesn't work in virtual reality. As you can see, right now the cockpit looks a little bit, it looks fine right now, but you'll see once we get airborne, this cockpit is gonna go like pitch black, almost pitch black, while we still have light outside. So the auto exposure stuff that they did in 12.2, it looks to have just been for 2D flying, not for VR, because I think it's just not working in VR. We are having this dark cockpit problem pretty much when we are in VR, so just keep that in mind. Now check this out. Look at the whole environment outside, man. This just looks absolutely amazing. And by the way, with the settings that I am using right now, I am able to get a stable 30 frames per second, like 35 frames per second while in the ground. Airborne, it just goes a little bit up to 45, maybe 50 a time. But the thing with this performance in Explain is that it is consistent. It just doesn't stutter, and that's what makes it feel butter smooth. Like right now, this feels butter smooth, even though I am getting about the same frame per second that I get in Microsoft Flight Sim. And that's the main problem with Microsoft Flight Sim. You might be able to get it to give you like 35 frames per second, but it just keeps stuttering. It goes all the way down to like 18 frames per second, then 20 frames per second, 25 frames per second, and then back to 30 frames per second or 35 frames per second. But it just keeps bouncing all over the place, and that's what kills the immersion. It just doesn't feel smooth at all. Here, on the other hand, it does feels silky smooth because the frames are consistent. Now, just keep checking. Take a look at the environment. Now, you see now we are having the problem with the dark cockpit. Look how dark this cockpit looks. So it looks like the fix for the dark cockpits was indeed only for 2D.
So 444 Hotel Bravo coming up on Alpha with Bravo.
Looks like we have an aircraft on final.
Two-weighted company right on Alpha.
Landing. Which runway is that one? Don't remember
Gulf short at
right now. But there you go.
Delta 2690 ground. Runway 4 left. Taxi right on Alpha. Hold short of.
Let's see, what is this?
Alright, 4 left, right on
American Airlines. Sweet. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna hold short here of 8 left, and we're going to prepare the aircraft for takeoff.
Just 2972, contact departure today.
Have a good one.
Right, 354, taxi full length.
Landing lights can come on,
Full length, 25 right, line up and wait, American 354.
and we're being given clear to line up and wait. So let's go.
American 454, cross 25 right, cutting ground, 0.75. Cross 25 right, and 0.75 into 7, American 14.
Oh, look at that. Another, that looks like a 319
Delta 6046, contact.
that just landed there on 8 left.
6046.
Now, one thing that I'm gonna fix for our next VR video, it's I guess the position of the camera here on my recording system or software, OBS. I am actually cropping the view here because the view in VR, like the resolution is so high that you have to do some cropping in OBS. And it looks like the cropping I did was actually focusing too much on the lower side of the screen, instead of like being either level in the middle.
08 right.
And as you'll see here, at least when we are taking off, the image is going to be focusing a lot on the PFD and an MFD. But I am actually in VR, I am actually looking, having a wider view pretty much than that, and looking at the runway as well as the PFD and an MFD.
On runway 08 right.
Alright, let's get some power.
Doctor, runway 5 right.
Flex. Airspeed is alive.
Yeah, 1182, full length, row 25 right, line up white.
Full length, runway 25 right, line up at United 11.
80 knots. Cross-checked. V1. Rotate.
Visual T5 left.
Up 6960.
Another weird thing with the recording that I noticed after recording this footage here,
Clear to land.
the audio. As soon as I took off, like, we don't get to hear the engine sounds. I guess the low bass of the engine spooling as much as I remember hearing while I was wearing the VR headset. So I'm not sure what the deal is with this sound pack that I'm using for the Turbulence right now. Anyway, we are airborne, setting the plane here for climb,
369, start taxi full length.
and take a look. Now I noticed some artifacts when moving, like my head, left, right, some artifacts on the, I'm assuming that's got something to do with the blooming. You see, take a look at the, just below the cloud. So when I move my head, just take a look and see how that weird effect, it looks like the light casting over some fog is causing some weird effect. I'm not sure, I'm just guessing here pretty much. This could be something completely different, but it is very noticeable in virtual reality and X-Plane. Every single time you move your head, you will see that effect, that stuff like shimmering, as you can see right here. I have no idea what this is about. If you do know, let me know in the comment section, And if there's a fix, let me know what it is, and I'll, I guess, give it a try. Aside from that, sky colors on point, cloud rendering on point, and again, the whole combination of all these little things is what makes X-Plane feel immersive and real. Even though the airplane that we're flying on has some of the worst textures that I've seen in my time.
1646, you can maintain 300 knots for the climb out, and then transition to Mach 7.8.
300 knots and Mach 7.8 south of 1646.
Look at that view right there.
Southwest 246, traffic 2 o'clock, 10 miles northwestbound, East 75 and 30.
Center, good morning, Alaska 248, sea level 370.
Alaska 248, center, good morning.
My goodness, let's take a peek
27,
down there. Wow, check this out, man. Like the way X-Plane is rendering the clouds now, like the various different types of clouds, it's just on point. It is on point, man. Let me know what you guys think of these clouds, man. To me, they look fantastic.
280 Golf Uniform 282, climbing flight level 29.
I cannot wait until they improve the CPU handling, I guess. Improve flight multi-threading in X-Plane, because that's one of the main bottlenecks of X-Plane as of today. If they are able to make better utilization of the CPUs that got multiple cores, this will have a very positive impact on VR. So really looking forward to that. I know they have some updates coming up about the weather. Now I'm not sure if that already shipped. I don't think it has shipped yet, but I think they have it on the pipeline to be released at some point. But after that, I believe is when they are going to release the changes they have done to CPU usage. Alright, so here we are, just about to go into some clouds here.
Hey, Portugal 201 Bravo, change to my frequency, Portugal 201 Bravo, reset squawk 1462.
4621, squawk, 201 Bravo.
Just wait for the breakout.
Center 101 Pop Kilo, leveling 1.
Look at that.
Number 101 Pop Kilo, center climb maintain, flight level 250.
250, 1 Pop Kilo.
Check this out, guys. My goodness. Look at those different types of clouds, man.
Paca 523, contact center 119.95.
1995, Paca 593. Yes, 514, contact center 125.72. 2572, good day, Skies 551.
Man, they nailed it. Like with the cloud rendering and the different types of clouds, they nailed it. This looks absolutely amazing. And it even looks way better when you're wearing the VR headset, man.
38 kilometer maintain, flight level 230.
So we got some nasty clouds here just ahead of us. You'll see we're gonna go through them. And we're gonna have a little bit of a shake-up.
15,000 clear direct, Caleb.
Not the worst shake-up, by the way, but still. We're gonna have some turbulence here as we go through these clouds. Yeah, take a look at that. As you can see, my motion rig is just
34.35.
3435.
shaking as well. Man, this in VR, wow. He just, like, VR just add multiple layers of realism to this thing. Like when I'm flying in 2D monitor, for example, the Turbulence, it just doesn't feel, I mean, it feels real, but your brain is perceiving it in a way that you are in a game simulator. But when you're using a VR headset and you are enclosed within this I guess virtual world, and you have a motion rig, Jesus, it just makes it feel real. Kind of cheat your brain into thinking you are indeed within the airplane. It's crazy.
American 1011, Center Roger, just to maintain flight level 190.
Now, if you notice those little weird reflection textures on the windshield, I'll get rid of this later in the flight because I find these reflections are very low resolution. You don't notice them as much when you are flying in the monitor, but in VR they just pop right on your face. So it was kind of annoying, so I just got rid of it. I think we already don't have that effect here, and that's something you can remove or add in the TOLIS configuration. Anyway guys, so we are preparing the airplane right now for landing. As you can see from here, we are just about 15 nautical miles from the airfield or from the airport. Right there, we are right on course. Just about to catch the glide slope here, or the localizer. Anyway, yeah. Everything's been silky smooth, no stutters at all, which is pretty good, man. All right, let's go ahead and activate the final approach. Let's get the airspeed to unmanaged so the airplane can take over, and that's going to allow us to add some flaps and also retract the land. I mean, get the landing gears out. There you go, landing gears down. Just gonna wait for 3 greens here.
Alaska 1305 on Echo, crash and rotate left side to Fair 20.
Echo copy around 1305.
3 greens. So landing gears down, auto brake medium, spoiler disarm. Minimums have been set. Auto throttle disarm. Cabin crew has been briefed about the landing, so we are good to go. We have the airfield inside, or the airport inside my airplane. I have the control. We're gonna do a left landing today, meaning the pilot's gonna be the one landing. So I have been promoted from a first officer to a pilot for this VR flight.
Approaching 09 right.
Alright, let's make sure we keep a proper descent path here and manage the airspeed properly. We have a nice headwind here.
Contact ground 121.4.
100.4. Minimum.
Continue.
300.
Number 6027, thank you for your patience. Runway 25 right on its way. 25 right line up away, no Bronco, 627.
200. 100.
632, LA Tower
50,
Boeing Tower
40,
632.
Thrust idle.
20, retard,
Flare.
5,
Touchdown. Reverse.
American 459 Romeo, cross 25 right, around 0.75. Cross 25 right, and 0.75 American 459 Romeo. 5 right,
Replay time.
Takeoff on hold.
Don't mind all the light poles. That's got to be some weird scenery issue that I have here in Atlanta.
Okay, line up at weight 25 right, United 7 Unity.
That was a nice firm landing. Not the best. Not the most bowder landing. But we touched down right on point pretty much. Had this beautiful view from the runway, looking nice. As you can see, we were right there in line. That was a nice landing. Here's another view from the tower. Touchdown. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you have not done so yet, be sure to smash that like and subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't given Explain a try in VR and you have a VR headset, give it a try and see how it goes. I'm pretty sure you're gonna probably get a better experience as far as smoothness is concerned in Explain than what you get in Microsoft Flight Sim. Now, if you're not able to run Microsoft Flight Sim in VR at all with your rig, most likely you're gonna have a lot of trouble as well in Explain. In any case, here we are, just about to park in our arrival gate. Let's get the down light on, and we are going to get the engines off. All right, guys, I am out. Take care.
2126 back at business, ready for taxi.
Chevrolet 2126, roger, runway 15 right, taxi via Alpha Tango, hold short of Echo.